Hello and welcome to Bidbox Tutorials. In today's video we're going to be going over project setup, which includes how to add a project, how to edit its various points. So let's get started. What you're going to want to do is go and click on the Projects tab up here. You'll notice that it's divided into two sections. You have Project Setup and Project Maintenance. Project Setup includes all of your active projects or projects that you're already currently working on. Project Maintenance includes archive projects, which are projects that you've worked on in the past. Up here you have your plus button. This is what we need. We're going to add a new project, so we're going to click on the plus button. It's going to ask for a project short name. Now, for this entire demonstration, we're going to be using one of our past projects. That's the Verona Library. So the project short name for the Verona Library will be an acronym, VRN, for Verona. And then to differentiate between other jobs of Verona, we'll just add Verona Library. Okay, so you click Add. So now we're on the project setup page, and it is on this page where we can input all of the information necessary to get your project up and running. So let's get started. First, we're going to input the project name. In this case, it's the Verona Public Library Phase 2, followed by the project number, and finally the project location. Next, we have the project description, which provides potential bidders with a basic synopsis of what the job entails. As I mentioned earlier, we're just going to use the description that was used for the actual project. The next thing we have to fill out is budget. And you'll notice immediately that there are two places where you can input this information. The first budget tab is what is visible to bidders, and the second is what is used in the bid evaluation. This means that when we generate a bid tabulation spreadsheet once all of the bids have come in, Bidbox will use this number to determine automatically whether or not a specific bid is over budget. In this case, the bid evaluation number is $2,604,850. And there was no budget visible to bidders because that is what the client wanted. Next, we have our own basic contact info including our contact Frank Smith, his email, and his phone number. If we scroll down a little bit here, you'll notice Project Owner, and once you click, a drop-down menu will appear, which allows you to input owner information that can be used to generate reference or merge letters, which is included in the Bidbox software. Next, we have our planned cost section, which is defined by these three boxes here. We have our download price, the price of a printed set, and the additional delivery fee, provided you have a FedEx account number. In this case, the download price is $100, and we like to charge for the download to keep contractors serious about bidding. If you're old-fashioned and would like a printed set, Bidbox gives you the option to do so, for a little extra money, of course. On the right, you'll notice a summary plan set, which allows you to upload preview drawings so that bidders can get a solid feel for the project before actually bidding. Full specs and full plan set are also available to be uploaded before bidding. Beneath these, you can see a section for addendum, which gives you a location to provide any updated addenda or clarifications at any point along the project timeline. Back over to the left, you can see the section that allows you to input information regarding the pre-bid meeting date and time, the location, the date for last questions, the bid opening date, and again, the location. If we scroll down further, you'll see the biddable items section, which allows you to customize your bid sheet, whether it's multiple contracts or a base bid and several alternates. In this case, the project warranted a base bid, as well as 3 alternates: coffered ceiling, a prefab cupola, and a gas fireplace insert. Once you input all of the biddable items, Bidbox allows us to set up bidding scenarios, wherein you could set up a base bid plus all alternates, or a base bid in alternates 1 and 3, or a base bid in alternates 2 and 3, etc. This is set up in advance so that come bid day, the system will calculate the lowest bidder for each of the scenarios. Back up to the top right, you'll notice this reference docs section, where you can upload reference docs at any time, such as a soil boring plan. Beneath that section is another box for any important notes. For this project, there was a community development block grant, so we would input that information here. Next, we have these checkboxes that allow us to edit various aspects of the project, including making it a public project, making the project open, noting that the bid evaluation has already been completed, and ultimately archiving the project. Under that, we have quick links, which provide you with various tools to help the project along, all at the click of a button. Next, we have our required documents. Now, for each project, you may require the contractor to submit certain documents as part of his or her qualifications. Bidbox is completely customizable and allows you to create standard lists or individual documents as necessary for each bid type, such as bid form, a bid bond, or a consent of surety. Since our sample project is a public project from New Jersey, there are certain documents that are required to be submitted with a valid bid. In this case, Bidbox is pre-populated with the required forms and can be turned on with the click of a button. All that's left to do is click Save, and your project appears here on the project dashboard, where it can be managed or edited at any time.